I truly do not know any team that has gone through the amount of injuries that we've had to face this season. To lose three permanently to ACL injuries, then to have Tierney go down as your fourth, was starting for us at the two-guard position, really becoming our consistent kind of double-digit scorer.
Before our Georgia Tech game on Saturday, we were running through Georgia Tech's offensive plays.
She hit knee to knee with our scout guy.
And my knee went out and then it buckled and I fell and my knee was dislocated.
And seeing her kneecap out to the side.
And then when I got myself calm and stopped screaming,
I think Tierney and I both looked at it about the same time.
I went to look again and Coach B's motherly instincts just kicked in.
I was bound and determined to make sure that Tierney wasn't going to look at that kneecap again.
And was like, no, don't look, you'll be okay, we'll get it fixed. And she really helped calm me down just because it felt like my mom was right there next to me holding my hand and just talking motherly, I don't know, it was amazing.
Leaves us, one, true guard and post off the bench, and with the addition of Caitlin from the volleyball team, so we're very thin.
We couldn't be negative at that point, so we came together as a team and just, talked, and one of the things we said was, just gotta be that much stronger and come together as a team, because, Tierney wouldn't want us to feel sorry for ourselves.
We have to go into a very tough place like Georgia Tech, who always plays us extremely hard. Really proud of our team to be able to go in with really a rotation of limited players playing maximum amount of minutes. You can see this team just really playing for each other, and we have to have each other's backs, and we were able to do that in an ACC contest on the road, and to be able to come out with a great win over Georgia Tech. All of our starters are playing above 35 minutes a game. Rest is critical to our success. So we've balanced that with less practice time. I've also talked to our trainer, Megan Rogers, at length. So we're prepared, do we need to have Tamiflu in stock? Because that is truly a concern. If we lose, 2 or 3 players to the flu, how are we going to, field a game? That is why, obviously, we've added Caitlin Adams from the volleyball team, in case we have that kind of situation arise, or like we talked earlier, the flu. There have been games where teams have played with 4 players on the floor. Not something that you would want to get to. This team continues to just carry on and play hard, and great things are happening because of it, and we're very fortunate.
I already know where your hearts are in this locker room, and I already know how hard you're going to play for each other. We've showed that time and time again, and I've told you that before. After the first injury, what'd they say? You know what? Maryland doesn't have a prayer. After the second injury happened, what'd they say? You know what? Man, Maryland's not even going to be in the top 10 this year, right? You remember it? Third injury happens. No way. No way. Maryland can't even be a top 25 team this year, right? And fourth team, they didn't expect you to go to Georgia Tech and go get a win on the road. Come on, you know it. I know it. But all we've done is we've continued to have each other's back. Every time someone's gone down, you've shown your resiliency as a team. You know what? Our voice has gotten stronger. Yes!
Yes! In the first half, I went up for a rebound, and when I went up, the girl undercut me, and I landed on my hip and had to leave the game.
I knew she was all right when she didn't scream. When Alyssa's hurt, there's a major scream from her. There was no major scream, so it was a matter of getting her up off the floor and fighting through it, which she did. When they came out and got something from the kid, I knew she was fine, and she was back out, ready to go back in. So Alyssa's a tough cookie, and she will fight to the end.
At halftime, I had to keep moving just so it wouldn't get stiff on me, because once I got out there, it would be really hard to warm back up. So Megan put me through a couple stretches just to stay warm.
We come off here, you know, one dribble, at least.
Getting hurt, you know, we're short on numbers. Regardless of the pain or the injury, I knew I had to, you know, suck it up and get back out there because we don't really have the numbers for anybody else to get hurt.
The more you talk or get at her, the more competitive she becomes, and she fights even harder. So once she settled down the second half, you saw what she does. It's, you know, it's not about scoring in our family, it's about winning.
Just, you know, we got a lot of heart, and today was a statement game to show people, you know, we're serious regardless of the number of people we have and how much heart we have in this locker room.
Considering how we started off this season and how well we've come together, I mean, we could be down to 5 and we could still get the wins, but hopefully that does not happen.
How good does that feel? How great does that feel? You know, people want to sit and talk, and they want to talk about what we don't have. Let's talk about what this locker room does have. This locker room has more heart than any team I've ever coached. You know, this adversity in an eerie sort of way has really bonded, you know, this team, this coaching staff, even tighter. It's like nobody's going to break us. It's pretty special to be a part of and special to see.
My favorite part of the game was actually when Caitlin Adams scored at the very end of the game, by far. That just was the icing on the cake.
Caitlin, how'd it feel to get your first basket?
I'd say exciting is an understatement.
No, are you kidding me, Caitlin? Yeah! Are you kidding me? Think about, she gets to go away from here knowing she got to score her first 2 points against Carolina.